Today, I want to share with you some of the best filters that we use to find backlink opportunities using the Semrush tool. So, if you don't already have a Semrush account, I'll leave a link down below where you can get signed up for a free trial and be able to test all this stuff out. But when you're in your account, first thing you're going to do is put the URL of a website into the search bar here. This is a website that you want to replicate backlinks or get backlinks from. Meaning, like, let's say we're Office Depot as an example. I know this is kind of a strange example, but if we were Office Depot, our competitor would be Best Buy, right? And we would be wanting to know, hey, what backlinks is Best Buy getting that we are not getting? So this is going to be typically a competitor's domain, or, you know, you could potentially be looking at somebody who you're going to get a backlink from that's not a competitor. That works too. But for this example, we're going to start with looking at what would be a competitor's website. So take one of your competitors, put them into the search bar up here, and then you're going to find backlinks. If you click on this, I'm going to open this in a new tab actually so that we can keep things kind of separated here. We will see a whole bunch of backlinks. There's like 8.2 million backlinks that Best Buy has on their website currently. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so it's easier to see what's going on. But we need to filter through these backlinks because there's a lot here. First place we could start is the lost backlinks. So anytime Best Buy is losing backlinks, that is an opportunity for us to gain backlinks, right? You can think of it like this. If cnet.com has an article where they are linking off to this Best Buy page, but Best Buy decides it's going to change that page and that page no longer exists, for instance, now that link gets removed, it's gone, right? What we can do is reach out to CNET and say, hey, we noticed that this thing's going on. Would you mind linking to our page instead, which is actually better than the other one that you were linking to before, which is our competitor, by the way. And then you can get them to link back to your website. How to actually go about reaching out to them and asking for the backlink and everything. I've actually covered that in a different video. I'll leave a link down below where you can see how to use the Semrush link building tool, which is going to help you with that whole process. But to use that tool, you need prospects, meaning you need websites that you can contact the owners of and see if you can get a backlink from them. So that's what we're looking at here. So what we could do is add this to a list and export it, and eventually we're going to have a nice list of potential prospects that we can get backlinks from, right? So we can utilize the filters to look at lost links. This is very helpful. We can also adjust the time periods on this. So I would probably look at, especially for a bigger website like this, some of the more frequent, changes that are coming about. Even within the last 30 days, there's 375,000 backlinks that we would be looking at here. So we might even filter down more like to the last 7 days, right? Which will get us down to closer to like 30,000 backlinks, which is more manageable. We could filter this down further by, we were looking at CNET. Is it CNET.net? Oh man, now I can't. We could just do CNET, I believe. So if we put in CNET and click search, which there's a little search icon here. Now we can see any of these that relate to CNET. It looks like it's cnet.com. So there's the one that we were seeing. I believe this is one we were seeing before, probably because of the authority. Actually, that's disavowed domains. Anyways, so we can filter down by the actual URL. So if we're like going after a very specific backlink set that we know about, like Pinterest, for instance, maybe we're doing some Pinterest backlink building. So we could check and see, okay, what backlinks are there that have been lost within the last 7 days from Pinterest, and start building out a list here. I invite you to be creative and to start exploring some of these different opportunities, right? There's a million different ways you can adjust this, whether it's changing the date ranges, switching it up to follow or no follow. There's all sorts of additional filters that you can add over here. So it just goes on and on and on. But some of the easiest are going to be lost backlinks, right, within a specific date range. And then filtering by specific target domains that you're wanting to go after. And then new backlinks is also, so if you're trying to keep up with a company with their rankings and you want to see, okay, what are all the new backlinks that have been coming through for them? Again, we can adjust the date ranges on this and say, let's say all the new backlinks over the last 30 days or 28 days. What does that look like? This old house, Mac rumors, right? You get the idea. You can start exploring, finding new companies here, reach out to them, using the strategies in the other video that I'm going to link up down below, and start acquiring some backlinks. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade in one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours and all for less than 50 bucks. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.